All right, good morning everybody. Today we are going to do a $100 shopping trip for groceries with my daughter-in-law, and I am going to help her purchase items to go along with the meat that they have for 2 weeks worth of meals, 4 lunches, 4 breakfasts, and our goal is to stay within a $100 budget. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I did not give you the list of meals. I forgot when we were getting ready to go shopping. So I'm going to give you the list of meals that I put together for my son and daughter-in-law and their family. And I will also go ahead and put both of these in the description box just so you guys can see what we did. So I did 2 meals for a spaghetti and meat sauce, which they ended up having bow tie pasta, and that's what they're happy with. 1 meal of tacos, because they have, I can't remember if they ordered a half a cow or a whole cow, but they have a lot of beef that they just got not too long ago. Tacos, which again, they've got the beef. Steak with potatoes and asparagus. That was 2 meals. Pork chops with rice and green beans. That's 1 meal. BLTs with chips as their side. That's for 2 meals. Ham with mac and cheese and corn. That's 1 meal. 1 meal they're going to do breakfast for dinner, so they're going to have French toast with eggs and sausage. I did give them more eggs because we have a ton. There's no need for them to buy them. Then they've got 2 meals where they're going to do chicken with broccoli and potatoes. They can bake it, grill it, whatever they want to do in terms of how they cook the chicken. And then I did 4 lunches, so 2 weekends each of lunch for Saturday and Sunday. So 2 of them are turkey and cheese sandwich with either raw veggies or chips. And then 2 of them are the frozen pizza, and they can add corn to that, or if they have leftover lettuce from the tacos, they can do that. For breakfast, 2 of them will be eggs and toast, which my grandson loves eggs. And then 2 of them, they will have pancakes with eggs and bacon. So they've got beef at home and they've got pork at home, and then they have a few other things like the pasta and some of that stuff. So I designed that around the beef that they already had, the pork that they already had, so bacon, sausage, all of that kind of stuff, ham, steaks, so that they could make this work for $100 for the 2 weeks for the 5 of them. As you'll see when we shop, I'm making adjustments kind of as we go, because Brittany will say, oh, we have that already, so I'll take that off the list, but we don't have such and such, so we add that to the list, and we did a pretty good job. So as I said, I'll go ahead and put these in the description box so you can see what we did, what we started with. But now on to the shopping.
I just want to take a video of her where she doesn't pay attention.
She's keeping her eyes on the apples.
I know, she's like, don't you leave without my apples. Alright, so this was not on our list, but she really desperately wants apples. Wait a minute!
Okay, that can be your
Little Miss Gwen wants apples, so we're going to get her some apples.
So what I did was put together just 2 weeks of meals that I knew that their family would eat, that the kids would eat, and then made a shopping list based on things that I knew they didn't have or thought they didn't have. So they really love asparagus. They like to have asparagus and potatoes when they make steak. So we got some asparagus. It was on sale, so that was awesome. And then I have a couple different things that use tomatoes. We've got some BLTs for a couple of meals, and they're going to have tacos for 1 meal. So I am picking out a few big slicing tomatoes so that they will work out for those meals.
So you'll have 1 tomato for tacos and 1 tomato for each of the 2 meals of BLTs. And that'll be enough, right? Yeah. Because the boys don't want the tomato on there, so okay.
And since we are keeping track of what we're spending, I went ahead and weighed the tomatoes so that I knew the approximate cost of those 3 tomatoes that we are getting.
Are they from in your house?
Well, you already did come in my house.
You're going back home with me.
You gotta go to school tomorrow. Grandma has to go to work tomorrow.
No.
I know. That's what Grandma says when the alarm goes off. No. Please don't make me go. Sorry.
So I put in their meal plan, one of their breakfasts is French toast, and they've got a couple days of sandwiches. They're going to have BLTs, and they're going to have some turkey sandwiches. So we are getting some bread. I convinced her to get the lower price bread. The one that they normally eat is $3.42. The one that we got is $1.42. So that saved them, what is that, $6 over 3 loaves. And the whole point, of course, is to make it through this 2 weeks. So there we have our sandwich meat.
Okay. Do you have any cheese, sliced cheese? Or just should we get some? I have it on the list. I just didn't know if you had any.
I do. I'm just not sure
How much? Okay, so I think I had. I lost it. Where did it go? Oh, 1. We're gonna get 1, like. So that put in $3.50.
So here we are grabbing some tortillas for their tacos.
I did not put pop on this list because the idea was to get through 2 weeks of food. You're going to have to monitor the chips or you're going to have to hide them. Oh, that's fine. Okay.
We got 2 family-sized bags of chips to go with their turkey sandwich days, and then we stopped and got some pancake mix for their breakfast.
Do you have rice?
Yes, I do. I have jasmine rice.
Okay. So, rice for just, like, making with your... Okay, so we don't need rice.
So here we're getting some hard taco shells, and then Brittany found some store brand of the same size of tortillas, and so we swapped those out because, of course, they were cheaper.
Okay, so since I changed that, we only need 2 things of noodles. Do you have any spaghetti noodles?
But no, but I have pasta noodles, and that works just fine too.
Okay.
Because I told you he likes to eat everything with bow tie.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. You have a ton of bow tie pasta. Okay, so we can leave off the noodles.
So Brittany went up and she is going to grab a couple jars of pasta sauce for the days that they have a pasta and meat sauce for dinner. So she's picking those out. She did get the store brand because they are fine with that, and of course that was a lot cheaper. So there are her jars, and now we are going to get some mac and cheese. I've got that as a side dish for a couple of their dinners. I also had frozen pizzas for one of their weekend lunches. My son is usually working on the weekends, and so it's an easy thing for her to feed the kids and herself. So they like these little Totino's pizzas, and that 4-count box is enough for 2 meals for just them when my son is gone. So that is perfect. And so we're going to grab those and put them in the cart. So then the next thing we're going to get is some frozen veggies. We're getting broccoli. Their entire family loves broccoli. So we're going to get a couple of big bags of the frozen broccoli florets so that they can make those with their meals. And now we went back and we missed the canned goods our first pass. We went back. We're getting 4 cans of green beans and 4 cans of corn. We just got the Walmart brand, or the whatever their brand is, Great Value, because, of course, those are cheaper and they like them just as well as any of the name brands. I didn't get good video here, obviously, but we are getting some chicken, and we're buying the Walmart packages of just the boneless, skinless chicken breast, and I picked out a pack that had enough so that it would work for them for 2 meals. I think it had 8 pieces in it, and then that works for their family. She can take it home and separate it and put it in the freezer. We left cereal to the end to make sure that she had enough in her budget, and we do. So she went ahead and grabbed a bag of cereal for the kids for some breakfasts, and then we're going to go ahead and get a gallon of milk too, just to make sure that she's got enough to make it through the next 2 weeks of meals.
Where are we at? 93.55. All right, so we made a few substitutions based on things that she had that I wasn't, that I didn't know about. And I think with tax, we're going to be right at $100. Now we've got to go get some household things, diapers for the baby and stuff like that. So I think we're going to be good. Now this only works because she had meat or she has meat and some other things at home, but still this is pretty good for 2 weeks for 5 people if she only spent $100 to add to what she's got at her home. So we'll show you when we get to the checkout how that turns out. There are no more groceries, right?
Yeah.
Where are we at? Oh, darn it. So close. All right. We went over. We're at 105, but that's okay.